Yo, what's up, y'all? This is episode 1 of Movies Are Too Long, the podcast.
Finally, we did it. We fucking did it.
We did it.
Yes, and yes, nigga, yes. This is me and Aaron have been trying to do this dang on podcast.
It's time.
About who knows how many months, because you know, motherfuckers is sorry. People, we're busy. We're busy. PG. We're busy men. You know, lots of businesses and things of that nature.
Yes,
but in this podcast, we're going to be talking about things that we enjoy, and we're going to brutally rate them on a scale of 1 to fire.
Yes.
And yes, I know what you're thinking. This is another movie podcast about movies, and you're right. It isn't a movie podcast about movies. So, my name is Best Friend Casey. The most awesomest best friend I've ever. It's late. It's about it's 1:15 in the morning. I got this hold on.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna take a second to go ahead and introduce myself. Now, I probably should have took some time to come up with a stage name. So as of right now, I'm just gonna be Aaron. We're gonna start off as Aaron.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm just Casey. Yeah, that's Aaron and I'm Casey. And
What's
we're
up,
here. Jeez. Oof. And we're here to rate. We're rating. We're rated. We're ratist.
Movies for you guys.
Well, we're with no consent. We don't need to consent to rate.
All right, Casey. So look, since the name of the podcast is Movies Are Too Long, what are some of your favorite movies that are too long, bro?
Oh shit, I got a couple of those. First off, my favorite movie that's too long easily is King Kong by Peter Jackson.
I was thinking the same thing.
The Peter Jackson King Kong is 4 hours of beauty, in my opinion. Terrible CGI.
Yes.
Overacting. It's shot weird, and I love it. Because that was the movie that we would put on to ride to Florida. And
every time.
Back when Vans had TVs and shit, yeah.
All right. Let me see. What about Avengers Endgame? Endgame was long. Infinity War was pretty long too.
See, Endgame was long, but the sequel to 10 movies, it has to be long.
Yeah, no, that's fact.
It would have been disrespectful to make this, movie like an hour and 45 minutes. Like, nah, bro, you got to give me a epic, bro. I got time. I got Batman the same way. Like, Batman was long. Batman was 3 hours.
Facts.
And I would enjoy it every 3 hours of that shit.
All right.
Like, oh my gosh.
So, do you feel like the best movies are too long or too short?
The best movies are the best movies. To be honest with you, this is our first episode, so we haven't gotten into the scale yet. But if a movie gets too long, hey man, wrap it up. I can name a bunch of movies that's too long, and a movie being too long don't even necessarily mean that it's a bad. Like it's like a good movie is never too long.
Yes.
Hell, I've seen good movies. It's like, bruh, I wish the movie was longer.
Nah,
you feel me?
Facts. I needed more. I needed more. I didn't want it to end.
I didn't want it to end. But some movies is like, bro, this shit is like. If I look at it like this, if I'm checking the time, like, bro, I'm ready to go. Like, wrap it up. Bro, movie too long, bro. You talking too much. Yeah,
too long.
Let's see.
Too long.
It's crazy that the one movie from Leonardo DiCaprio you hate the most is the one he got the Oscar for.
Look,
that was a get back Oscar though.
That was definitely a get back Oscar. Let's be honest with you guys. The Revenant was too long.
They knew they did him dirty on Wolf of Wall Street. They was like, hey man, go ahead and slip bro Oscar real quick.
Yeah, they definitely should have given one on Wolf of Wall Street. One of the best movies ever.
But anyway, now that we got that little intro convo out the way,
yeah, let's get the people what they're waiting for.
This is why you're all here. We're not gonna waste y'all time. We're not gonna dally dilly.
We're gonna go ahead and get to it.
We're gonna talk about probably the most polarizing movie in the black community in a long time.
Definitely.
Probably since Us.
Definitely probably since Us.
Nope.
But was it Us?
Nope. The movie is Nope. And it stars the amazing, magnificent Daniel Kaluuya.
Shout out. Definitely a shout out.
The beautiful Keke Palmer.
Oh, definitely shout out to Keke Palmer.
And the new Quentin Tarantino, Jordan Peele.
Shout out to Jordan.
He's the new Quentin Tarantino a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
a lot of different ways.
Facts.
A lot of very, polarizing decision making. But I ain't gonna lie. See, my thing about Jordan Peele movies, I respect that man so much that I do not see his previews. You feel me?
That's a lot of respect.
I don't see the previews. I just go straight into the movie. I don't know what be going on. I don't know who in the movie. I just show up. Like, take my money.
I don't know, Casey. I gotta see the preview, bro. I gotta see, like, with this movie. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch the whole preview, but as soon as guys, first of all, we gotta give spoiler alerts. We got to.
Oh yeah, all our reviews are spoiler alerts because we're not, plugged in like these other reviewers.
Facts.
So we see the movie when y'all see the movie. So
yes. So
we coming straight out the gate with like these are all spoiler reviews, man. Right. If you ain't seen Note by now, man, hey, I don't even know how you found this video, to be honest.
Yeah, but if you did find this video, if you haven't seen it, just like the video, say the video for after you see the movie, then come back to our video because we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in.
So anyway, Nope for me was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. The more people hate on the movie, the more I like the shit because for me, it was one of those movies where you really had to kind of go into it with no expectations. See,
no expectations.
When I saw the reason I don't see trailers of movies I really like. Jordan Peele not the only one I do that with, but he's the main one. Is because a lot of times the trailers are made by the studios that are releasing the movie, so they say or they show too much.
Yeah, sometimes they do show too much, and they kind of did show too much.
This shit show when I go and watch the trailer after I see the movie, and I'm shocked by how much of the shit they show in the trailer. It's like, damn, bro, like how can we expect you showing all the good parts?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Anytime a trailer is 3 minutes long, it's showing too much. The trailer should be 30 seconds. Look. Just show me clips of the best part. Don't show me in the Us trailer. We seen the UFO, but now I ain't gonna lie, they went a completely different way with the UFO. We gonna get to that, but don't show me too much. I need a 30-second trailer, and that's it. Let's just go ahead and get to it, and then get out the way.
Bro, they showed his father dying in the trailer.
That's.
I'm like, what are y'all doing? That was where when I saw that in the movie, I was like, what in the heck is going on? Yeah. And it was fine because, I just talk about what's up. Movie opens up. We Keith David, Black All-Star. He's on a horse. First off, black man on a horse. Movie's already 8 out of 10 for me.
That was a good part.
You put a black guy on a horse. Hey, by the way, we're black. You put a black guy on a horse, hey, I'm all over that. Django.
Yes. I mean, of course.
Django.
But and we also do got to talk about the other opening scene where it shows the monkey, but it shows the monkey as a cartoon. And it looks like it's like an opening graphic.
So Gordy.
Yes.
I'm an idiot because I didn't understand the Gordy connection. Nobody
I got
did.
it. I had to see the movie twice to get it.
Yeah, I had to hop on YouTube to get it. And, of course, YouTube made me feel like a dumbass because I was like, oh, well, duh. But anyway, so the movie opens up. You got Keith David. He gets killed by a key or a coin or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. I wish Keith David got more to do in the movie.
Yeah, facts.
Because, Black All-Star. You feel me? Black All-Star. But, fucking... Keith David dies, and the movie is like, now it's a mystery of, well, how the heck did that happen?
See, this is when the movie was still, because I ain't gonna lie. This is the thing about how me and Casey feel. Casey feels like the movie was amazing. I do not feel the same way. I feel like the movie could have been a whole lot better. I feel like the movie, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In my opinion, the movie did not live up to the hype. It just didn't. It just didn't.
Why? See, that's the man. See, to say it doesn't live up to the hype. What's the hype?
Casey,
what did you expect? What did you go into the movie expecting?
I expected Get Out. I expected us. This is a Jordan Peele film we're talking about, bro. If this is a Jordan Peele film, I expect the best.
I feel like it was better than Us.
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa. I feel like it was good.
Us was way scarier than this movie.
It wasn't scary at all, but it wasn't trying to be scary. It was about This was more of a action thriller type joint. Like, it had a moment where it was scary, but bro, come on, bro. Like, the visual shit that he was giving in his, like, come on, like, okay. So, move forward in the movie, bro. So, they in Hollywood. Look, all the little subtext of the movie is fine. Like, you know, how hard it is to be black. How the little subtext about, you know, black workers in Hollywood not getting respected. Didn't know that the first film ever was a black man.
Yeah,
cool.
No, that was a
that's
fact.
That's another point in black people. You know, another point in our board. You know, but it's just when you get to the whole like spectacle of it. It's all about spectacle or whatever. Yeah. When you get to the like visual candy that bro was giving you, like bro, like when the monster got mad at them and started spitting blood on the house.
That was a good scene.
I was like, that scene was
pretty dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
This movie is fire. He got that was Christopher. The cinematographer was the same guy that worked with Christopher Nolan.
I mean, of course, if we talking about the visuals, yeah, it was a beautiful movie. Going
crazy. It was definitely a beautiful. I was in that thing, like my eyes were open. Like I was like, it was one of the like certain movies you just watch it, you just kind of like, okay, this is cool. You know, Spider-Man jumped off another building, whoop de whoop. When you have, it's like it's something interesting when a director can understand what it means to make something look big.
Yes,
you feel me?
Yeah, he did portray the UFO pretty nice.
It was big.
Yes.
And the thing about big, something that's big, like go look at the first Jurassic Park. You feel me? You look at the first Jurassic Park. Every time you see a dinosaur, you see the humans look tiny, and they're always looking up at how big and scary the dinosaurs are. Yeah. You go look at the new Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs are like fucking horses.
Yeah, perspective is everything. Perspective is definitely...
And I can tell Jordan Peele studies those old monster movies, you feel me? Because the way that he shot the perspective of the monster made... bruh, like using the flags... Right, as a visual cue to show you how massive.
Yeah, when it was chasing bro on the motorcycle, I was like, okay, that was hard. Yeah. But I mean, if we gonna say that though, honestly, he doesn't have any movies with bad perspective though. All his movies, the visuals are on point. That's one thing he always gonna come with. Yeah, but that's not why the movie wasn't amazing. The movie wasn't amazing because people left with too many question marks. And after the second time I seen it, and I seen how many people like was questioning the movie, that's when I was like, I don't know. Especially because I had questions after the first time. The second time I answered some of the questions, but still I was like, I don't know.
I mean, I definitely do feel like it was probably one of those movies that if you are one of those people that really likes a movie to be... Like, he probably going to spend an extra 15 minutes making it all connect or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, bro, that sometimes, bro, it's like, you know, he treats you like an adult. You know, some movies give you everything right on their sleeve. It's like, this is what I'm trying to say. It's like Get Out. Like, Get Out is very on the nose of what it's trying to say about black and white people. Yes. You know, Us is a little more subtle. You know, that's more about identity and things like that. This movie is even more subtle to the point where you might not even get it. Like, I was walking out that shit like, bro, who is Gordy and what was all that about?
No, Gordy threw everybody off. I was like, wait. What? Because it was such a cool scene. That's the crazy part. I was like, bro, this shit is so interesting.
Yeah, but then you start really. But then the breakdown I was reading, that was like, oh, Gordy represented, you know, man's attempt at trying to tame nature. Yes, because Gordy was a wild animal. Facts. And they tamed Gordy, and you know they was exploiting Gordy and using Gordy to make money off the show and whatever. But then when the balloon popped and Gordy reverted back to what he knew and killed everyone, Gordy basically, you know, showed them that you can't, you know, tame what you don't understand, you know. And the thing about it, OJ, the main character, Dan Kaluuya, the only reason that he was able to survive the encounter with the alien, which Slick is not even an alien, it's just a monster.
A monster.
It's a kaiju. The only reason he was able to even really survive that encounter is because he respected animals.
Okay, see, this is my whole thing, right?
Think about
this
it.
whole
Think about
part,
it. Like, think about
he did the exact same thing that the other dude did. They wanted this animal for money,
right? That's the
just like the other guy did. That's the crazy part,
and that's the thing. That's the whole thing. Like, it just kind of shows that even if his respect for animals got him to survive in the situation, he still wanted to exploit the monster because they wasn't trying to protect it. They wanted to get a picture of it. And I was like, well, damn. You know?
Yeah, they was definitely trying to get this.
That just kind of lets you know that nobody is above reproach. And these two niggas almost died just trying to get a picture of this monster, which was probably minding his own business.
Facts.
You know, they drew it out, got all this stuff to happen and everything. You know, like up until this point, the Asian guy was feeding their horses and and just showing it off to people, and he was exploiting it. You know, and man, that movie just had a lot of bruh.
I'm telling you,
like what did Shrek say, bruh? Layers. Ogres have layers. This movie has layers, bro.
The movie definitely has layers, but some of the layers, I'm just like, why does this layer here? Like, okay, the gory scene, I'm glad it was there, bro. But it's just the fact that OJ did the exact same thing he did. That's one thing I didn't agree with in the movie, because I was like,
that's real though.
I mean, it is real.
That's real. Because of course they could have just made it all nice. Like OJ could have been like, nah, man, this ain't right. We not doing the right, man.
No, the thing is though,
this man working in Hollywood, bro. He is trying to keep his ranch, bro. That man just needed to do whatever he could do to get the shot. I feel him, bro.
I feel like he would have been better off selling horses versus catching the alien.
Well, look what was happening when he was selling his horses. The horses was getting fed to the damn monster.
Okay, now that's fact.
You feel me? So it's kind of like, well, maybe instead of just feeding my horses to this monster, I should just, try to make some bread and buy my horses back, which all was monster food at that point.
Okay, that's fact. Okay, since we breaking down the movie, okay, this is another thing, right? The monster, right? This is a UFO, but I've seen UFOs portrayed a little bit better than a monster. Like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I honestly would have rather had aliens. I feel like the best scene in the movie is when they're in the barn, right? They're in the shed.
That shit was scary.
And the kids was the aliens. That's the scariest scene in the movie. I'm like, okay, you had us then. You had us.
Oh, boy. But, I was like, ooh.
Bro, when they started moving, and then it was like multiple aliens, and then one just popped out. I was like,
what is that? I was in the movie like, oh my God, it is aliens. But it's crazy though, because that was funny, but at the same time, I was also kind of like I was thinking like, okay, bro, if it is aliens, is it just gonna be a spaceship with them on it? Like, what is, like, what's gonna be the difference in this versus every other flying saucer movie? And the fact that the flying saucer was the monster, I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah, I do see how you try to take a different approach with that.
It was a different approach, and the design of the monster, even if it wasn't necessarily scary. Because once it turned to a big jellyfish thing, I was like, oh yeah, kill that shit.
Yeah, that's the problem with horror movies.
I was like, it's weak. It got hurt by barbed wire. It's weak, bro. Blow it up.
But and it literally just popped. And that's the problem with horror movies sometimes. Because like horror movies, it's like a lot of times when the monster is actually like revealed and is actually out for an extended period of time, that's when it's like,
it's okay. Scary. Once the horror is in the imagination. Yeah. Like, you'll literally be in the theater like, bro, what was that?
Yes.
And your mind will come up with every single horrific creature in the world. And they show you a little piece of the monster. They show a little more of the monster. And then next thing you know, the full thing's in front of you and it's not scary anymore.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, it's certain monsters that are scary no matter what. Like it.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's it one, not it two.
Fact.
It two actually suffered from the same problem. Like, hey, I'm not scared no more, bro. Yeah. I said you're a clown, bro. It one, I was like, Jesus, get that thing away from me.
Facts.
Oh my God, what is that?
Also, if we're gonna say it, you gotta throw out the Conjurings. The Conjurings, them movies is unsettling.
See, the Conjuring is unsettling, but at the same time, it still gets gratuitous.
Yeah,
it was scary because it was fun. It was like a a horror house.
Yeah.
Not a horror house, but a horror haunted house. A haunted house. The Conjuring is just brutal. It's
I was like, the Conjurings on some other shit.
What is this? Like, you have to have some type of subtlety. That's why I like Insidious.
Yeah.
Insidious only got 10 minutes of scary shit, but that 10 minutes is like, whoa, like,
it's like
what is this? You know, and I still like the horror movie, but hey, we were talking about this movie all week, but it's Smiles or Smiles?
No, Smiles are gonna be the one.
Hey,
Smiles are gonna be the one.
Guys, listen, if y'all do this. It's two movies I'm looking forward to: Smile and
The Woman King.
The Woman King.
The Woman King is definitely gonna be one of the ones.
With Viola Davis playing
tough.
the African warrior princess queen. What?
He
oiled up. Oiled up the whole movie.
I feel like that's gonna be.
I'm like, oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it like that, Viola. Boy, hold up. Don't come late in life and try to be sexable now. Hey, but she got.
She popping out on that one. She definitely popping out.
Hard
she popping out.
Okay, look at the calves. Look at the calf muscles. She ain't skipping legs at all.
And see, that is why we watch previews.
Exactly. Well, okay, listen.
Yeah, see,
that's the thing. Like, certain movies do need previews.
Yes.
The Batman preview had me through the window.
That's where it starts.
I was like, oh, that's where it starts. God. But there's certain movies that I feel like if it's a movie that is just a big blockbuster popcorn eating like Star Wars. Like, I don't value the story in those movies as much as a Jordan Peele movie. That's why I skip the previews in Jordan Peele movies, because I want to be completely blindsided. Plus, I don't want to have any expectations, because if I had expectations, then you make the movie in your head. Like, even Batman didn't live up to the preview.
Yeah.
Batman,
I mean, a lot of movies don't live up to the preview.
Yeah, Batman was great, but bro, that preview was one of the best previews ever made. Bro.
Yeah.
But the preview came out almost 3 years before the movie. It's just kind of like, oh well, shit, that shit gonna come out at some point.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I hear Jordan Peele, though, my expectations are already like, I'm like, all right, bro, because he just started out so high, bro. I do feel like this might be like, I feel like it's his third movie, like his third best movie. I feel like I'm putting Get Out 1. We already know where Get Out.
Yeah.
After Get Out,
Us is number 2.
Of course, I gotta go Us, and then
this is number 3.
Facts.
I mean, one would argue that diminishing returns. That's the trajectory isn't good, and it's crazy because even if I think this is his second best movie, I think Us was a little messy. Yeah. That's why I didn't like Us.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Us definitely actually probably could have been a little bit better.
I think Us is what the problem. My problem with Us is it came with a great concept, but didn't really know how to finish it. Mm-hmm. A lot of movies do that, where they'll be like, "This is a great idea." Like, wow. Oh wait, the reason why this is a great idea is because of how you gonna finish it. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of movies really do struggle with that. The finish be
everything. A lot of shows struggle. A lot of media struggle. Look at
finish everything.
What was that? Remember that show Lost?
Yeah,
that show where everyone, they was on a plane and they ended up on an island. And they had to try to figure out what they was on the island.
I definitely remember that show.
Yeah. Everyone, that show was the first season. That show was one of the best seasons of television ever.
Yeah.
By the time it ended, half of the internet figured out that they just in purgatory. They all died on the plane, and that was that. And the people who was making the show was like, no, nuh-uh. And
did they start giving them like superpowers and shit?
Nah, I don't know how it ended. I didn't watch it, but the internet told me that they was in purgatory, and the people who made the show was like, damn, they figured it out.
I mean, that's pretty interesting though.
And it sounds, when you see this, when you look at the whole story in its entirety, it is interesting. But at the time, people was like, oh, for real? I feel the same way with the Avengers and time travel. Like, where I was hoping that once Thanos won, I was like, how is y'all finna fix this?
Yeah.
And I was telling myself, bro, if they use time travel, that'd be so lame.
It's like a cheat code.
It's cheat code. It's the get out of jail free card.
It's like when you lose in the game and you just quit real quick. It's like you start over.
Exactly. Well,
let's just go back in time.
Go back in time. What? And then like, at the beginning of the movie, they was like, oh, well, time travel? That's crazy. That'll never work. No one's ever been able to solve time travel. And Tony Stark was like, I agree. And he went home in his den and was like, But if I turn it upside down, by God, that's just crazy enough to work. What? But everyone, you'll never. But in 3 hours, they was already traveling in time, and I was like, man, get that out of here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all could have just go fight Thanos again. Do something, bro. Like,
just run it back. Don't go back in time and just start over.
And then now they opened up a whole other thing where they've basically, in my opinion, they've been just trying to justify that bullshit. Because basically they're just like, oh, well, now if you go forward in time, technically when you go back in time, you're not going back in time, you're just going forward in time. But when you went forward, you just went back in your forward time. I'm like, bruh, no.
Yeah,
no, this is dumb.
Fact.
Y'all just fumbled the bag. Mm-hmm. You should have just made Thanos fight these niggas again.
100%.
You couldn't do that. You had to. Now you've been doing backflips for 5 years trying to explain this time travel
because they did it the wrong way. That's why I feel like time travel, number one, let's be honest, the whole time travel narrative right now is being overused. Because when you got Buzz Lightyear using time travel, it's like, all right, guys, let's do something else now. Right. But I will say DC time travel is perfect. Marvel cannot time travel at all. DC, they know if you time travel, do not touch a thing. Classic. You better leave everything alone.
Classic
you
time
touch
travel
one thing,
rules.
Everything is gonna be off.
The classic time travel rules are: if you go back in time, if you poke a butterfly, it'll end the world.
Yes.
Period.
Don't touch a thing.
Don't touch
everything alone.
It. Don't even, bro. You slick might not even breathe right.
Yes.
Like, think about it, bro. Like, if you go back in time and move the wrong way, then boom, we don't get penicillin.
Fact.
Because penicillin was an accident.
Yes.
A guy left a window open and was like, "Oh, what's this?" Mm-hmm. Boom, a cure, world curing amoeba right there, or whatever it was. Like, and if you go back in time and push the air the wrong way, that never happens.
Exactly.
Everyone dies. Mm-hmm. Like, no, don't touch nothing. And I like that because
it's realistic.
It has consequences. Fact. It makes it so that if you go back in time and you touch something. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the Rick and Morty rules. It's the Back to the Future rules.
Yes.
Those are the Back to the Future rules. If you go back in time, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Marvel said, "Nah, we ain't doing none of that. Nah,
we just erase all
if I go back in time, I'm going forward in time still. But me going forward in time, I went back in time as in a forward action, right? And then check this out: that guy that's back in time, that's another version of me." Guess what? He gets his own show now. Like, that's what they did.
Spinoff.
It's spinoff.
No, Marvel. No. Stop, Marvel. But okay, so now we gotta go back to Nope, though. We gotta go back to Nope. Okay, Nope, actually, it really was a beautiful movie. I will say that. I just feel like the storyline just could have been a lot better. But I do feel like Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, they was acting their ass off in that movie.
Hey, look.
They killed that shit.
Anybody who doesn't like this movie nobody has said it's because of the actors. All the actors killed it.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody brought their A game. Mm-hmm. The cast was only like 6 people.
Yeah, but everybody. It was
a very small cast. Like, I think we're all gonna look back at every movie that releases this year and last year as the pandemic movies, because all these movies were shot during the pandemic.
Yeah, fact, these movies like 3 years old.
The cast be small.
Yes,
these be small, simple stories. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it because it's really showing that y'all had to get creative.
Yeah,
because all y'all had these movies y'all had to make, and y'all had like, hey man, look, like even like. You can tell if the pandemic doesn't happen, that scene where they're in the little rodeo place, it would have been hundreds of people there. It would have been it would have been so many more people. But you saw that everybody was kind of seated, kind of far apart. Like it was, you could tell right before they started filming, it was like, all right, everyone, take your mask off. Because you could tell, bro, they probably shot that movie peak pandemic, bro. Yeah. Like peak pandemic, because it takes a long time to edit these movies. So they probably literally shot that like, hey, bro, this shit's been kind of like COVID 1.
Yeah.
OG COVID. The COVID that was killing people. Like, it was like, hey, man, ooh.
Yeah.
Everything outside. That whole movie was outside.
Yeah, you can tell. But let me ask you a question real quick. So, how do you feel like he survived at the end, bro? Like, at the end when they showed him and he came and picked up Keke Palmer?
Man, I done heard some theories. I heard someone say that he actually died and Keke Palmer was seeing a vision, but that's dumb.
Yeah, I don't think they're going that
He survived because he's a badass, bro.
Or because he had on the weight vest. I'm telling you, put on the weight vest under that orange hoodie. I feel like I'm telling people that is how he survived, bro.
The weight vest?
Because of the weight vest, bro. It had to be.
He had a weight vest?
Why? He put on the weight vest, bro. I'm telling you. Right before he put on the orange hoodie, he throws on the weight vest. And I'm like...
Oh, so you noticed that?
Yeah, when I seen it the second time, I was like, is that how he survived?
So he has like heavy, like it was a heavyweight.
Nah, it was just a weight vest. But it had to be significant because why else would they put it in the movie?
What is a weight vest? Like
it's like just a weight vest, like a weighted vest.
A weighted vest?
Yes.
To make himself heavy?
Yes.
Huh.
I feel like that might be how
it must have been really heavy.
It
like
couldn't have been heavy. It couldn't have been heavy. My point is how he survived, bro.
Huh. A weighted vest. You know, that's just crazy enough to work. Like, I don't know, but I feel like, did he survive? Because, boy, he looked like he was done. Like, the monster wanted him so bad, it flew sideways.
Bro, the monster was right over his head. Like, that shit was crazy.
Like, I was like, and I love the scene where they show how huge the monster is literally just swallowing up the whole, like, place. First off, the monster being a big jellyfish actually makes sense because
I don't know about that part.
Because the whole time you ask yourself, why doesn't the monster just destroy the house, just crash into it and destroy the house? Then you realize it can't do that because if it touches the house, it's gonna pop. It's actually very fragile.
Yeah,
like the monster is very fragile. It's just the fact that it can do a lot of stuff, but it's just the fact that, you know, even if it can do a lot of stuff, it's still just kind of like, you know, if it tried to run into your house, that it would just fold into itself and die. Like,
I mean, that makes sense, of course. Like, if any ship crashes into a house, it's gonna destroy.
Yeah, it doesn't want to destroy itself. Even, so it's kind of like, it makes total sense that the monster, you know, didn't just swoop down and crush the house, because the monster was probably like a big blimp. Probably wasn't even big enough to do that.
That's exactly what it was, bro. Because it just popped. Like, it just popped.
It literally said pop. I was like, bro, what?
But I don't know. I didn't necessarily really like the jellyfish part. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, especially I wish it was like a big, like, it was very, like, the design of the jellyfish was very interesting because it was very, like, Lovecraftian. It was very, like, it was very just a big, interesting monster that's impossible not to look at, which is fine because if you look at it, it's going to try to kill you.
Yeah.
But I just wish that it was, like, scarier.
Yeah, facts,
like, it wasn't scary. It was just cool.
It definitely had its moments. Like, the one scene where he was trying to get the horse from the barn, and then it destroys the barn.
Yeah, when it was shaped like I didn't mean to cut you off, but when it was shaped like a spaceship, that's when it was scary.
Yeah, facts.
You know, when it was shaped like a jellyfish, I was like, oh, this is just cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't really get the part where it was like opening up, and then it was like just go through different like phases.
Yeah, like different colors or phases.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, what's going on?
That was just spectacle, just cool design, just kind of like, hey, look at this, like
this is jellyfish UFO.
This is a jellyfish UFO thing, and this is how it eats. And then it ate a balloon and died, and I was like, oh well, there it is, there it was. You know, I hope that my problem is. My only huge issue with the movie is their plan is stupid.
Yes.
Their plan is dumb as hell. And I'm like, I mean, guys, y'all gotta understand, if this is happening in our world that exists for real, you gotta understand that. Like, okay, if you're able to get this picture out, nobody's going to believe it's real because we live in a world that CGI exists.
Yes.
Second, if we did think it was real, nobody would give a fuck because the world is shit right now. And it's hard to care about aliens when gas is $4.50.
Look, aliens is the last thing we need to worry about right now.
The CIA just proved that. They was like, all right, y'all, check this out. So Slick Aliens is real.
They've been real the whole time.
They've been real the whole time, and we don't know what they are. We're scared, and we don't know what to do. And everybody was like, man, shut the hell up. We do not care. Life sucks.
Right, because I ain't gonna lie. The reward they was finna get, it was not worth what they went through. I think the reward, they said anywhere between 5 to 100K.
How down bad was they? Like,
bro, what? Like,
y'all need to open y'all got all that land. Y'all need to get y'all a weed farm going. What is y'all doing? Y'all trying to sell horses? Y'all need to put them horses out the pasture, boy. Let them horses get old.
Facts.
Get you some. Let's sell some of that land to a Walmart or something. But you tripping? You like, all that beautiful land they had. They're talking about they broke. Like, boy,
why are we trying to catch a UFO? Like, we're about to hunt down this ship. We're about to catch it for this picture.
What are you doing?
Oh, and also, bro, let's talk about the cameraman. I didn't get the cameraman at all, bro.
The cameraman represented the dying for what you believe in as an artist, dying for the perfect shot. I thought the camera was gonna fall out of the monster. I'm sure it did.
Some of the film came out, but they didn't grab it.
I kind of wanted to see that.
Yes.
On the film, he shot that without. I'm weird. I was like, dang, bro. Like, I wonder what a mechanical manual IMAX camera looks like. Like that shit sounds like it would look really cool.
Thanks.
And his shot was probably crazy.
Like getting abducted by an alien.
But then, speaking of getting abducted by aliens.
Let's talk about it. Let's
talk about it.
We gotta talk about it. That was cold. When they showed what it was like to get ate by,
I was like, that looks horrible, bro.
Horrible.
Like, I was like, nah, no, just nope.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
Nope.
A lot of people been saying they would have just brought a pocket knife and tried to pop the alien. Because, I mean,
you don't got time.
Nah, you don't have time. Maybe you could have popped it from the inside, though.
You totally could. But people were you're probably so disoriented, and you're probably getting crushed up against other people and just smashed and then acid getting shot on you. You probably panicking and you shit yourself and you probably no oxygen.
Yeah.
Can't breathe. But that pocket knife will get you out of that. Because you're going to do them but cut through and fall into some other people. Like, you're literally in hell, bro. Yeah. That shit looked awful, bro. And you're probably getting crushed up against bodies that are getting digested. That shit looked terrible. I was like, yo.
That seems crazy.
Way to make that thing look scary. They made that monster look very scary. It was a very scary monster, bro.
It didn't kill him at first because he was flying around. You could still like hear the voices.
Yeah,
that part was crazy. And then, like you said, when they had came to the house and then it like made it rain blood, I was like, okay, that's hard. I had to give it his props. That was hard.
That whole 15 minutes was just like like when he was in the car and he was like, okay, I know the monster is here. The way they like, bro, I don't know.
Now the perspective of that scene was crazy.
The way they would illustrate the monster being around, like he would have some music on, and then you would see some lights, and then everything would go dead.
Yeah,
and you would know, like, bruh, you need to be real chill right now.
Yes,
because you know that you couldn't even see the monster, but and then it would start raining. And you would just know, like, bro, it's right above you, bro.
Yes.
It's right above you. And he poked his head out the window, and you saw the monster's whole thing just hovering above the house. And he was just like, nope.
Yes. Okay, question. Now, as beautiful as this scene was, because the perspective of that scene was crazy, but the whole thing was if you look the monster in the eye, he's going to kill you. They all looked the monster in the eye several times, and they did not die.
Well,
the monster was right over him. He opened the door, looked up, looked at the monster. The monster did nothing. Because
he only looked at it for a split second.
Yeah, I mean, it was a split second.
Most of the people that looked at the monster who got sucked up, they was glaring at it. They didn't stop. He would literally be like, "Oh my god!" And then closed the. He was like, "Oh hell no!" Like he closed the door. And then I love the fact he locked the door.
Nah, that was probably
I would have locked the door too. I would have been like, click just to be safe. Just in case the monster's weak against doors.
I think everybody in the world should know that once you lock the door, you're good.
You're safe.
You're good.
You're safe.
You're
Nothing
good.
can hurt you behind a locked door.
Facts. When I'm working security, that door is getting locked. When I fall asleep, that door is getting locked.
the car bulletproof then. Everyone knows that anyone who got shot in the car, door wasn't locked. The bullet came. The bullet just opened the door. just walked this right in. But bro, I just feel like I don't know, bro. I can't, bro. There's so much in that movie that I loved without even really understanding what the hell I was looking at.
All right.
Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. That sequence alone, it was foggy, and it was just so like the texture, Aaron.
Yeah.
It was just so thick with atmosphere, bro. Like, bro, it was just one of them scenes where I was like, bro, I never want to leave this moment. The movie could end right here, and I would walk out of here like, great movie, bro. Like, bro, it was so just. That was the horror part of the movie.
Yeah, no, that part was pretty dope.
Because it's hard to make. Like, I don't think you understand how hard it is to make a monster movie scary in 2022.
Yeah, especially for like beginning to end. I will say that it is extremely difficult.
Like, it was like, that monster was usually they don't even try. Like, Godzilla is just a big superhero now. King Kong is a big superhero now. Like, they're all just giant teddy bears that fight other giant, more evil teddy bears. None of them are scary.
Yeah.
Like, they're scary because they'll step on you, but they're not scary, nigga. Bro, that monster, like the way it was like just escaping through the clouds.
No, that shit was fun.
Looking for one person. Like, imagine how horrifying that would be if you knew you pissed off that, and then it was looking for you.
Yeah,
like, I'm coming for you, bro. Like, hey, I don't know who you are, OJ, whatever your name is. I'm coming for you, my guy.
I'm moving. I'm going.
Bruh.
I'm selling the ranch.
You don't got bro. The second that thing see you is over with. That's the thing. You don't got the time in the way that it was super far away, like 3 miles away, and then 2 seconds later it was like right up on them, bro. I was like, no,
nah, this is crazy.
That thing gotta go.
So what would you have done? Would you?
I don't know. I probably would have got sucked up inside the monster and tried to cut it up with a pocket knife, like you said. Like, okay, here it comes. Like, I don't know, bro. Because, I mean, he had to use a lot of, like, I don't know, bro. They killed it by luck.
Definitely luck.
Little bro, Fry. Bro from Fry Auto Parts or whatever, bro. Wherever, bro. First off, he slick saved the world. Bro, low-key saved the world.
Yeah, he ain't die either.
He wrapped himself in barbed wire. And, of course, I think the metaphor of that was the monster represented the industry, and I guess you gotta wrap yourself. And by the way, this is the only thing no YouTuber said this. This is me. I'm saying this. I didn't read this in no article. This is my personal theory. Casey theory. Anyway, Casey theory. I think that him wrapping himself in the barbed wire was showing that you have to mentally and physically be tough to deal with Hollywood. You feel me? Yeah. Because when the monster tried to eat him up, it spit him out and it killed the monster because the monster was cut up by the barbed wire, and because the monster represents Hollywood and how Hollywood, discards people of color and people who are marginalized and uses them for, their talent but not their personal. Then it's funny that once Hollywood tried to take advantage of this person who was wrapped in barbed wire, he couldn't do it, And I think that's actually something I picked up in the movie theater. Yeah, no,
I ain't like Casey. I did not read through that. I thought it was a good idea. I was like, he's smart. He's thinking on his feet.
That might be a reach. I'm okay if that's a reach because I feel like this entire movie, the whole point of it is to be a reach.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, though. I ain't gonna lie. I do see where you're coming from. I feel like he did have a good idea. Keke Palmer, I ain't gonna lie. She might should have died. And like when she got sucked up and it dropped her, she low-key should have.
I was like, look, y'all doing a lot. Yeah, the whole little looking at the monster back and forth, like, that was cool. But I was kind of like, what is the plan? Like, are you still trying to get the shot? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, their plan was so dumb. Like, Keke Palmer, what is this? Like, you got a camera in a well. That's the shot.
They gonna be like, that is fake. They gonna be like, it's fake.
Get that fake ass bitch.
You're a phony.
Phony. You're a phony. No, but I took it on film. I took it on. It's not fair. They're gonna be like, even if it is real, they're gonna be like, okay, bet. Where's the monster?
Like,
and you already know if this happened in real life, man. They would be like, oh, the government came and just cleaned that up.
Like, just a bunch of sheets. Like, that's the UFO.
A bunch of sheets and corpses. They're gonna be like, oh, we gotta clean this up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Keke Palmer and her. I do kind of wish they would have showed kind of like what happened after she turned them in pictures, because I'm pretty sure people thought she was insane.
Absolutely.
They was like, nah, you're thrown off.
That's the thing that makes all these situations really sad. Like, people who search for Bigfoot and Nessie the Loch Ness Monster and the Yeti and all that. Like, it's like, bro, if you did find any of this, and I mean irrefutable proof,
yes.
A, nobody would care.
Nobody.
B, nobody would believe you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think people would care. I do think people would care.
Bet nobody would believe you.
No one would believe
there'd be enough skepticism in the world to where your irrefutable proof will still be refutable.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have people every day like, actually, John Lucas's Bigfoot evidence was bullshit. It's not true, and here's why. And people on YouTube gonna be like, I believe him. I don't believe you, John Lewis.
It's not as facts.
Bigfoot no longer real. Like, damn.
People will go hard trying to disprove your point, even if you like, nah, like, bro, this really happened. They're gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, like somebody was like you had like, bro, me and you went camping, and literally saw Bigfoot got him on cell phone camera and everything. People just gonna think we crazy.
They're like, the video's fake, and then
that's
they
a guy in a special cut. That's dressed in a suit, bro. I'm like, no, bro, I promise you, bro. No, I was there, bro. That is a Yeti. He picked up my car. For real, bro. He picked up the car, but where's the video? I was in the car, bro. Trying to flee for my life, bro. Look, I look at my bumper. It shows her bumper ripped apart. Bro, you clearly hear something, bro. Going backwards, bro. Come on, bro. The Yeti not real, bro. You tripping. Press the button. It's like this. It's just like, come on, bro. That's my problem with cryptics.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know, bro. We live in a world that's so weird and twisted that it's just kind of like, sure. You know, yeah, the Yeti's real. Who cares? You know, lower these gas prices, bro.
It's fact.
Y'all trying to get the Oprah shot. Oprah ain't got nothing to say to you, bro.
Nothing. You were not getting over it.
No, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan
you'll talk.
You'll get the Joe Rogan shot.
That we call Joe Rogan.
But you ain't get the Oprah shot. And Joe Rogan ain't got no money for you. So.
I was gonna say Joe Rogan is not gonna get you paid.
He'll get you paid, but he ain't gonna pay you.
Yeah, facts. Right. UFO episodes be hella interesting.
But no, I definitely think. Anything else happen? Keke Palmer, but we already say everybody did it.
Did you enjoy seeing Keke Palmer slide on the motorcycle? Was that a good scene?
That was the best scene in the entire movie because Jordan Peele was supposed to shoot and direct Akira, the live action version of it. Yeah. So glad he didn't, because live action anime sucks. It's stupid. Yeah. I don't know why we're still doing that. Cartoon. We gotta let that go. Like, stop making live action animes, because anime characters look so cool in the animes, and when you get the real life version of them, they look so stupid. Like, no, bro. Like, they finna do dang, what's that anime called? Nah, who cares? I don't watch anime anymore. Y'all let me down, anime people. Anyway, but no, yeah, every time they do a live action anime, it comes out like trash. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to any of that.
So that's what that was, a Akira reference when she slid on the motorcycle?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I'm tripping. So the reason that was cool because when she slid on the motorcycle, in Akira the anime from in the 80s, Akira did that. He slid on a motorcycle the same way, the exact same way she did, and Jordan Peele was supposed to. I just said that, and so it was like a reference, like an Easter egg. Like, oh, and by the way, You know, it's so many cartoons that have done that. But this is the first time I ever seen it in like live action. And I don't know if that was Keke Palmer really on the bike when it slid, but it really slid like it was. Bro.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that little kid could have been.
I think that was Keke Palmer. I think she did that shit herself. Like, she might have did that stunt herself, bro. You know? Yeah. But Keke Palmer was great. She looked good in the whole movie. You know, I know she was trying to be on her, like, you know, your lesbian thing, but I was like, nah, Shawty, I should do that. Yeah, you looking real. You trying a little too hard not to look good. You looking so good. Keke Palmer looking good. Everybody did great. Keith David got 10 seconds in the movie. He did great. His stunt devil falling off the horse did great. The guy who was the child actor did great. The CGI monkey looked terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gorgie. Oh, we didn't really break down Gorgie. All right, bro, we gotta talk about that. But the monkey was pretty bad.
See, that's the thing. It's funny if you take just the Gordy stuff out the movie doesn't really lose much. But the Gordy stuff being in the movie, like, that in and of itself felt like a completely different movie.
In fact, I feel like it did add to the movie. Even though, like,
it did.
No one really got it at first, I feel like it definitely added to the movie.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I almost didn't care because I was like, bro, like, I don't really understand what's happening here, but whatever it is, I am incredibly intrigued.
Facts. Especially with the shoe standing up. I didn't get why the shoe was standing up. I was like, so what does this mean?
Yeah,
I didn't get the shoe part.
I think that was messing with my brain too. I was like, something about the way this shoe is standing up is scaring me more than anything in this entire movie.
Yes, and they kept showing it too. I was like, that's fucking shoe. Because why is it standing up? Like, it makes no sense for the shoe to be standing up.
It was weird. I was like, I'm scared.
Yeah, I am interested to see more about that shoe. Like, it had to mean something. There's a reason why that shoe was standing up like that.
And that's why Jordan Peele's movies are amazing, because it's just like something about the way that shoe was positioned in the exact same way it was in the case, and it was standing up in such an unnatural way. I'm pretty sure there's like somebody somewhere typing a 10-page essay on why that shoe was standing up, bro. But all I'm saying is Jordan Peele delivered a masterpiece.
Agree. Well,
I think. Listen, I understand you don't agree.
It's like not 100%.
Hey, but that's fine.
I feel
that's fine.
Okay, I gotta know on a scale from 1 to 10, what are you giving it though?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am giving Jordan Peele's alien movie called Nope, starring Dan Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. I am giving it a 8.2 out of 10.
You say 8.2?
8.2 out of 10. I feel like it's now on my scale, everyone's scale is different. To me, a B is a great movie. Like, I enjoyed this movie. I had a great time. I would recommend it. With maybe 1 or 2 little caveats. Like, by the way, you might want to for a movie to get an A, that shit gotta be like, I had to be like super entertained.
All time
great. Then a movie to get an S, perfect movie.
Yeah.
And I can only name like 2 or 3 of those. Scarface. Movies that are old, tested.
Those are the ones, though.
The ones. Like, these movies are some of the greatest pieces of art of all time. What's another S movie? We'll get into that. But long story short, Get Out is an S movie. You know, S tier. But long story short, 82 B.
Okay, you going B? You going B? I'm going either probably around C plus, B minus. I
need a number out of 10.
Okay, a number out of 10. Oh, easy. I go 7.5. 7.5.
Man,
7.5.
Well, are you rating it on a general movie scale, or are you rating it on the Jordan Peele scale? Because on a general movie scale, 7.5 seems kind of low. On the Jordan Peele scale?
No, on the Jordan Peele scale. Because this is a Jordan Peele movie, so I'm going off the Jordan Peele scale.
Okay.
I got to.
Because if you put it on the general, you got to at least give it 0.3 points if you put it on the general movie scale. Give it a 7.8.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because, it was I seen it twice. I liked enough to spend $20 on it. So I had to somewhat like it. It was a good watch. But now when it comes to Jordan Peele movies, though, which is what I expected based off the trailer, because now this is one of the situations where the trailer kind of just showed too much. Like I was expecting it to be like one of them S tier movies. That's what I was expecting from it, and it wasn't an S tier, and that's just what I expected. But I mean, it was still a pretty good movie. Like, I definitely did enjoy it.
I agree. See, definitely went S tier. I say B. C is it was alright.
Yeah, I'm going B minus. I'm going B minus.
B minus.
B minus.
You said B minus?
Yeah, B minus.
I mean, that's definitely not a 7. It's the 7.8 is a C plus, like a
somewhere in the range.
Like, it's straight. I enjoyed myself. It was cool. You know, like C plus is something I would give like a what's a movie we both seen? What's a Marvel movie that's a C plus? There's a couple of them. Thor.
Yeah, I was saying
Thor. Yeah, Thor C plus. Thor.
I like Thor. I ain't gonna. I like Thor.
Exactly. I liked it, but I look. Ragnarok was better. There's way better. More like.
We can get into Thor, or should we say that for another episode?
We
can break that down.
This ain't about Thor. Let me give you a rating, and we'll do Thor. We'll do a mini episode after this. But
all right.
What's your rating? Oh wait, you got my rating. I got your rating. All right, so we're done. Yeah. All right, so that's our rating. That's our review of Nope. I hope that we was able to give you a consensus of how we feel about this complicated ass movie. I tried not to cuss. Did a terrible job. So mom and dad, you're probably not gonna hear this episode.
Yeah, we can't send them the link just yet.
No links, not just yet. But we're gonna try to do better. I promise you. We are trying. We are listening. We hear you, and we love you. Aaron, you want to say anything?
Yes, Casey. So, what's the name of the podcast?
Oh yeah. The end of this podcast is called "Movies Are Too Long," or it's called "Movies Too Long If You Ghetto."
Too long if you ghetto.
Movie too long if you real ghetto. And like and subscribe at the YouTube channel that is the same name, you know. And yeah, have a fantastic evening. Nope, forever.
Yep.